Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tootie Talk Sense, and I am Tootie. So, I always forget, so please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Now, I'm out here again, as you can tell, in the car, waiting on my daughter to finish one of her extracurricular activities. So, that means I got a good 45 minutes. So I'm gonna try to stay on topic and make it quick. So there's only two things that really come here. My hand hurting already. That's ridiculous. There's only two things that I want to come here and talk about, y'all. Trying to get it adjusted. Y'all see that shirt? That's a shirt I made. Again, www.janaturals.net. Shirt I made when I went to the Mary J. Blige concert. I talked about it. If I get started talking, I'm gonna get distracted because anytime I talk about Mary, baby, man, go everywhere. Anyway, so there's only two things that I want to talk about, right? And it's White Lives Matter and 50 Cent. So 50 Cent did respond to his son. First, let me go to the White Lives Matter because that's what I said first. Now, on my YouTube page, I did two shorts. One was with Kanye West wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt when Kanye West and Candace Owens had the White Lives Matter t-shirt, and it's a picture of it, and then the next video is a clip from the Martin show that says, man, sit your dumb down. So
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
that's one video, and the other video is of Puff Daddy in his Breakfast Club interview, and he was responding to them asking him about Kanye West and Candace Owens wearing the White Lives Matter shirt.
Ain't no time for no other lives mattering right now but the tribe. You have to be unapologetically black and love your people and love your tribe first. If you heard something was going on, your ass would be running to your house first.
That's right.
You would not be going to your neighbor's house first. They be running to their house first. We got to run to our house first. And we ain't got no time for like no internet, you know what I'm saying? Like, White Lives Matter, to put that up against the Black Lives Matter. No, we need to be focused on ourselves. Let them white lives themselves out. Let's black lives ourselves, you know what I'm saying, right now. And I don't think it's not the time for unnecessary noise with, him or Karen Owens, you know what I'm saying? Because this is really Candace, she Karen Owens now. That's her new name. Candace is too black of a name. She's Karen Owens, all right?
So that's what I've always respected about you, the Jay-Z's.
And so all he said was that, he really feel like at this time, there's no time for anything else but us, and it's, because of the police violence, the getting killed in the streets, the, systematic racism, and blacks are trying to, gain their way up from a system that was built. Baby, that guy was so busy watching me record. The light done turned green, everything. He ain't even going. Anywho, y'all. So, it's a short. Just go watch it. It's P. Diddy pretty much saying there's no time for any other tribe but us. We don't have the time for the nonsense of, the White Lives Matter and everything. So, that was all P. Diddy words. So, I'm getting comments about, well, don't White Lives Matter? And then, well, we should all be equal. It shouldn't be Black Lives Matter or White Lives Matter. All lives should matter. I don't know. Well, it takes a simple Google search, real quick, really easy, for you to go on and type in what does Black Lives Matter mean and what does White Lives Matter mean. Black Lives Matter was created in response to pretty much the police brutality, the injustice, not even police brutality. We was getting killed. It was getting videotaped. We was getting killed. And then people, either the cops wasn't going to jail. They wasn't getting charged. We had to actually get out here, march, and have a whole movement just for us to be treated like human beings. That's where it started from. It was very much saying we were getting killed like we don't matter. Like worse than dogs on the street, because Mike Vick got more time than some people didn't get for killing a black person. So we was just saying, hey, look, we matter. Don't kill us. Is initially what it started for. Just don't kill us. And in response to that, White Lives Matter was created. Now you can't say, well, what don't White Lives Matter to? Well, why it didn't matter to you before Black Lives Matter? It only mattered because Black Lives Matter. There was no need to say White Lives Matter because white people wasn't the ones getting killed on the street. Y'all was going shooting up a church and getting taken out to get a burger and stuff when the cops arrested you. Y'all was going with the AKs and what killed 2 people, wounded 1, and going to turn yourself in, walking with an AK, and they're like, hey, go ahead, go on about your business, and you go home, rest for the night, go home with your mama, y'all following the story, then go to with nothing's being happened to you. Whereas a police was pulling over a guy, Fidel Castro, and he says, I am legally able to carry, let me show you my permit, and he get killed in front of his girlfriend and her little daughter. Walking with an AK-47, they say walk on by. He say, I have a permit, let me get it, shot and killed. There's a clear difference where this movement was needed just to simply be like, hey, could you stop kill us? Could you maybe not kill us? Because even though we may not matter to you, these people have families. Some of them are providers. They have kids. Like, we matter. So can you not kill us? And because we asked, can you not kill us? Hey, Black Lives Matter, that's where it started from. Can you not kill us? The opposition was White Lives Matter. So you can't compare the two social movements when one was made to not get killed and the other one was made just in opposition of someone saying, don't kill me. I'm a human being. I have family. I matter. Do not kill me. Equality and everything came first. We just had to not get killed. That was the initial thing. Hey, can you not kill us? Can you handle us the same way you handle anybody else, where you will look at them and see that could be my neighbor, that can be my son, you had sympathy for them because you seen them as humans. So before you want to talk to us about all lives mattering, we need to get past the part where we ain't getting killed. Then we can talk to you about the all lives matter and everything like that. But first, can we just not get killed? So it's pretty simple to me. If you say one is, hey, we matter, can you not kill us? And the other person's over that way, hey, wait a minute, we matter too. Even though Black Lives Matter never said you didn't. Wait a minute. I know our kids aren't getting killed. I know when we get pulled over by the police, there's not the chance that we'll never make it home. I know they're not beating us in the street. I know we can go jogging in the neighborhood that's not our own. I know we can walk down the street with a hoodie and some Skittles. I know we can and still make it home. Even though a man half my age is following me home, I know I'm still safe. I know there's not too many instances of unsigned warrants being assigned for my house and they coming in shooting me in my sleep. Or if I'm on the couch watching a movie with my nephew that I'm getting killed. I know that's not happening the way it's in our community, the way it's happening in y'all community, and y'all want justice for it. But wait a minute now. We need to talk about me. My life matter too. I know you never said it didn't. But that's besides the point. Can we still talk about me and how my life matter? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Even Google, and I said, maybe if you ask Kanye, he'll be like, well, Google is ran by Jewish people. That's why. But even Google, if you put in Google and say, what does Black Lives Matter mean? The social movement created, I want to say initially it was Trayvon Martin. So many people have died, so many people have been killed unjustifiably, unarmed black people, that I can't, it's hard to keep track of when who it initially started with. But you go Google and it'll say, a social movement created for African Americans, black people, whatever, for police brutality, for racial discrimination, for inequality, whatever. You'll see a list of that, different definitions that pretty much says the same thing about why Black Lives Matter was created, why the phrase was created. Whatever you want to say about the organization, that's something completely different. The phrase and the movement was created for that reason. White Lives Matter. Put in Google, what is White Lives Matter? It would say it's a social movement that was created in opposition of Black Lives Matter. And that's the good definition. The rest of them is white supremacists that created blah, blah, blah. Or it was created, but the white supremacists use it. White nationalists use this as a blah, blah, blah. That's the whole thing. There's no argument about it. Like, I understand that Kanye West tries to be controversial and he tries to be problematic. He's like to poke the bear, get up under people's skin. I'm a Gemini. Sometimes I do it. Have to have the last word, show your intelligence. No, because I'm a free thinker, because I ain't following. But it's all bull, because everything that you're free thinking about is just regurgitation of, first it was Donald Trump, now it's Candace Owens. How are you free thinking if you're just repeating something that somebody else said? That's not free thinking. And why everything that you free think about is detrimental to your people. That MAGA, there's some black Republicans. There's some black supporters of White Lives Matter. But at the end of the day, though, it's still detrimental to black people. So why everything that you need to be a free thinker about, that be vocal about, is detrimental to black people? Well, there's a lot of other controversial things that you could talk about. Does sugar or salt go in your grits? Does sugar belong on spaghetti? People get very into conversation that lasts a long time about them things. If you want to be an actual intellectual conversation, in Illinois, they have the purge law, which they are advertising to actually mean the purge. What person is going to think they finna make it a legal purge? Don't know, but it heard a lot of people say it. Like, that ain't even sensible. And it's been put as a law. It's been on the half the side. It's making it seem like it's a law that, you pretty much do whatever you want and you're going to get a ticket. And ain't nobody getting no more bond, and ain't nobody going to jail no more. You're just out here purging people. And then the other side, who proposed the bill, is actually saying no. If you look at the statistic, the jails are filled with people who the jails are filled with people who have low income, usually minorities, and for small crimes, who just can't afford $100 or $300 bond. Though it's going to be system set up where, according to the crime, is whether or not you're getting a bond, the same way it is now. We got our bonds now. They just don't give it to us as often, but yeah, we got our bonds. So there's a tons of other things that you can find to talk about. But that White Lives Matter and that Magna crowd is the ones who's buying, if you're making records, buying those, going to the concerts, buying them holy ass clothes that you got. But then he goes and Kanye West now, He's on. Everybody's talking about this drink champ interview. And in the part that he did say about George Floyd was that it was fentanyl that he died of. And that was pretty much it. And that was bad enough. Not saying that was a small thing. The interview was like 3 hours long. I tried. I could not get through it because that was a bunch of just everything. Just a bunch of contradiction that I'm like, I know y'all be watching these videos and I be skipping and I be jumping, but I try to bring it back home now. And I'm just not just randomly contradicting myself. Like, oh, now this is, he said, he started off and he's talking about the, he talked about the Jewish and the anti-Semitic comments, and he can't be anti-Semitic because the blacks are Jewish, and and he's black and how they look, then so that way he can't be anti-Semitic. I'm like, that's not good logic because you're black and you're also wearing all white lives matter shirt and Magna hats. So that doesn't, even though that's not, even if it was, that's not if not A, then B type of thing. No, you could be black and still say that the Jews, there are black Jews, so you can't be anti-Semitic. You're anti-black and you're black. Why you can't be anti-Semitic and you're black? So I can't even tell y'all what's the rest of the crap that he said because it's irrelevant. That's the first thing that I wanted to comment and get out the way, because I just found it ironic that, I got other little shorts too around like Roland Martin. I really like Roland Martin show. I'm like, I'm not going to be your social political person to watch and follow to educate you. But if you want to get the political education, I would suggest Roland Martin because to me, he gives facts about, okay, he have his bias where he do not like certain people, but he'll tell you, I don't like this person, and here's why. But when that person says something, he'll say, no, that's not factual. These are the facts, and you can go and look at the facts. It happened this date, this time. This law says this law says that. He'll have a picture of the law. So I prefer information given to me that way. And I prefer not to try to sit here and try to educate people on something that I'm not really, that I don't know the details of, and I can get some things wrong, and I don't want to miseducate anyone. I was watching prime example of miseducation, right? I told you I watched Tasha K, but I do not agree with her politics because she gives me a Republican Angela Stanton type of feeling, and she says some disparaging things about black women, black people, but it's also giving me like an anti-vaxxer type of thing. So she said something, whatever the last video I watched of hers, and she said about the corona vaccination, y'all. She said the corona vaccination and causes your heart to get enlarged, and it have killed millions of people that way. And that's just absolutely false.
It's happened. They're thinking that it was due to him having COVID, and he didn't know he had COVID. Now, we can argue, too, that maybe he got a vaccine, okay? And reports, the Florida Attorney General just came out and said that males are suffering from heart failure from the vaccine, from the COVID vaccine, okay? That's what they said, not me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an attorney general. All right, I know they took that man's tweet down, and then they finally put it back up because they was trying to label it as fake news because, the pharmaceutical companies have made a shitload of money off of this vaccine. You need booster after booster. You can't travel without it. You need a test to leave the country. I mean, it is the new Hit a Lick program, okay? And we have lost, unfortunately, millions of people. Okay, now this is what she came out and said. She said she has no idea, and the doctor told her he got no idea how this happened to Brent.
So there is a slight chance of I want to say it's either the CDC. It's a medical journal who had did the statistic is on the internet. You can research it, but there was a slight chance, maybe 1% or whatever. It was mostly in men's under 35, but of everyone who ever encountered the case, there was one death, and there was one possibility that it was related to the vaccination because of that. The people who the rare occasion that your heart do get enlarged. I don't want to say it's enlarged. I want to say it's just a heart chest pain. But it could be your heart getting enlarged. See, that's why I said I don't give the information because I like to get the stuff right. But I want to say, yeah, your heart could get enlarged in like 1%. I don't even know if it was whole percent. It was a very rare complication of the corona vaccination. And of all the people who did get it, one person died. That they could relate to that. So, but she went on there and said millions of people have died. And I'm just like, nah, she has over 1 million subscribers on Facebook, and I don't know how many on her app because I don't subscribe to her app. But I'm like, that's not good information that's not good information when it's false to put out there. The same way he said his name is Ye, and it's disrespectful to still be calling him Kanye. So, but it's disrespectful to wear the White Lives Matter t-shirt. So anyway, Kanye West. Same way Kanye West sat here and said that George Floyd died of fentanyl overdose. Like, so, yeah, it's a whole mess. So the whole point of it is, if you're commenting on my stuff about some White Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, you might as well keep the comment to yourself, because I don't agree with those views. I never will. I will always, until Black Lives start mattering, I will always say Black Lives Matter. There's nothing you can say that's going to make me change my mind on that point of view. So, thank you. Now, yeah, let's talk about the gossip. The only thing I want to talk about in this little time that I had left, 50 Cent did respond on the Breakfast Club to his sons, saying that he wanted the money to meet with him. So 50 Cent was asked the question, would he meet with his son? So 50 Cent was asked, would he meet with his son? And he said no. He was like, no, because, pretty much what it boiled down to was that the ship sailed a long time ago. So in my previous video, I was saying that, I feel like the mom was in the head. The mom did have, criticism that she probably was saying about 50 Cent to the son. And that trickled down and probably influenced the son. And that I feel like the son doesn't have values, and that his priority, his guiding principle is money. And he's doing this for money. So 50 Cent said that, no, I wouldn't meet with him because he don't really want to meet with me. So he only said that, and he pretty much agreed that, that child support never ran out. And he gonna call the boy a hookah boy. So you go down there to I guess it's a hookah bar in New York or whatever. But he said you go down there to whatever the name of the hookah bar, order you a watermelon hookah, he gonna come out there bring you the hookah. He ain't got no money. He broke. They trying to act like they got money. They only had money when they was with me. And then
is anyone more petty than 50 Cent?
Me. But they don't have no now. He was in Queens working in Vanity. He's the hookah boy. You see what I'm saying? So while he's there, go order a hookah. Watermelon hookah, and you see him run, go get it.
Man, shut up.
Like, the boy pretty much don't have any money. He said if he really wanted to, have a meeting with me, then he would have called me. He would have got in touch with me. But he's on TMZ. 50 Cent pretty much said that he believed that his son, Marquise, wants attention. He's not really trying to build a relationship with him. He wants some attention.
Possibility of of you, actually your son wants to sit down with you?
No, he doesn't. See, Charlamagne, you would call me. You don't call TMZ to say you want to sit down. Think about it, man. You want some attention. And it's okay. You can have as much of that as you want. It's just like he's been trained to believe what you see him say in that interview, that what he was saying, he's been trained to believe that for a long time.
And I remember I was saying in the previous video, like, I don't understand if it was $6,700 and you're saying that's not enough money, then why didn't, you move out of New York? New York, everybody know how expensive New York is. And so the crazy part is 50 Cent was like, she wasn't in New York, because I said she could have moved to Atlanta. Atlanta was cheap back in the day. She was in Atlanta. She did move to Atlanta after her mansion got burnt down. She was in Atlanta. So, the story goes that she was receiving $25,000 a month. Now, this is from 50 Cent perspective. She was receiving, and I want to say she said it too, that she was receiving $25,000 a month. And she wanted more. She was telling 50 Cent, no, that's not enough. You, 50 Cent, you should be paying me more than that. So 50 Cent took her to court. He put himself on child support, took her to court, because he's like, no, you wouldn't even get that. I think he said she wanted $1 million or something like that. And he was like,
attorney at the time to ask for anything. I'm asking X, Y, and Z. That was my boyfriend. He was giving me $25,000 a month. He was giving me $25,000 a month. The judge looked at what he was giving me monthly anyway, and she divided by 3 between me, Mia, and Marquise. So that's like about $7,000. 7, 14, 21. You do the math.
Your mother said 50 was giving her $25,000 a month. That's wicked.
See, not true. This is why I didn't want to add you up here, bro.
She said that.
Right, okay, this is my point, though. That was before he put himself
No,
on.
I get that. I'm not saying that he did that.
See, when I told you I was giving her $500,000 a year. They go through the paperwork, they say $500,000 a year. Well, at that point, she still was expecting more. This is why I took her to child support. You don't usually sign up for child support. Like, I took myself to child support because she wasn't understanding that I'm already giving you more than you're supposed to get. Then when it turns into the $6,700, that's not enough, and it's never going to be enough.
But I don't even get the amount I'm paying you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm paying you to try to keep, everything good. But it wasn't good enough for her. He said she refused to work, and so he put himself on child support, and that's when the amount was lowered to $6,700. So, and I wanted to correct, but I had wrote in the text part of the video, the update, that what I quoted was wrong, that the son is not receiving child support right now. He was saying that $6,700 was not enough when his mom was receiving child support. That he is, 50 Cent was saying today 25. I seen some articles that said 26, but I'm assuming 50 Cent know how old his son is, so I'm gonna go with his word and say 25. So his son is 25 years old. He's not 26. I like to be correct. And his son is not receiving child support right now. His son was talking about when he was receiving child support under the age of 18, and his mom was receiving the child support. So I'm like, you new kids is something new, because if our parents receive child support, we ain't never know it. That's like income taxes. When you get your income tax, the income tax I work for, yeah, you get this much per child. Girl, y'all so entitled. Y'all know all type of information that we didn't even know. I didn't know my mama's name till I was a teenager. I thought it was Mama. Her last name was Mommy. Like, I didn't. Y'all just be all doing. What's your payday? Then you get paid today? Be calling me. Do you get paid today? All in my business. So see, I done let you. We done messed up trying not to raise our kids like we was raised. We needed to raise them exactly how we was raised. Because I came out halfway okay. But knowing about how much money the child support was, that wasn't even, that money wasn't even supposed to go to you. It was supposed to take care, to provide for you. And your mama should have had her part. But that's another thing 50 Cent was saying in his Breakfast Club. The mama never wanted to work. She wanted to live strictly off the money that he provided. She didn't want to provide anything. She didn't save. She went out there and spent it all. And then I want to say he said the house got foreclosed on once the boy turned 18. And he wasn't paying anymore. That truck is loud next to me. So I was like, well, he pretty much, I may have had the, I think his age wrong, and in my video, I was responding to him asking for child support as a 25-year-old. So, but he pretty much, everything I said is what 50 Cent said what was going on. Everything that it appeared to be going on, that I made assumptions off of, and that I made my opinions off of, that's pretty much what was happening. She didn't work. She wanted to keep up with the Joneses. She spent all that doggone money. She didn't save it. And felt like she should live the life that 50 Cent had for him being 50 Cent. And now she done trickled that thought on down to her son. And he feels the same way. He's privileged. Yeah, that's about it. But I just said that 50 Cent I have a short up with 50 Cent. And I said I wonder how everybody else feel. I don't know if there's anybody that's more petty than 50 Cent. Because he ain't nothing but a little hookah boy. How you gonna call that boy a little hookah boy? That's your son. Now, he may be at, work at the hookah restaurant, but you ain't got to call him a hookah boy. You said that to be funny. You is petty, 50. Petty. Yeah, that's all I got for now. I got to get on out of here. Like, comment what y'all think we should talk about next. All right, gotta go. Bye.
Get down, little mom. 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 Get down.